More rain at the Village of the Rain. Thanks, Toad.
Well, infiltration accomplished. Actually, it was easier than I thought. Perhaps too easy.
Bane, what's the matter?
Someone has circumvented my reign. From the feel of his chakra, he's very powerful.
Looks like him, right? The kid with the hair, and then that looked like the girl. It's just like their skin is all out of whack. But I guess clearly the village isn't abandoned. It just looked like it was.
Boy, it's certainly nice and peaceful around here, isn't it?
Yes. This village is no longer plagued by war or any other discord thanks to the efforts of Lord Payne. We're all very
Lord
grateful for
Payne.
what he's done.
Lord Payne?
That's right. Lord Payne's our leader.
Your leader? What happened to Hanzo of the Salamander? I said Hanzo of the Salamander! Well, thanks for your time, Granny.
Hanzo's the one that gave him the title Legendary Sannin.
Thank you for waiting.
Say, do you know what that thing is over there?
Oh, that's Lady Angel. Didn't you know? They say if you hang an origami of Lady Angel at the door, your shop will always have good fortune.
Origami.
An angel? What is going on here? This land isn't divided into two. It's already united. The Hidden Rain Village used to be led by Hanzo of the Salamander. So where is he? Looks like I'm going to need to check this place out very thoroughly. And I think I should start at Make-Out Club Battle!
So you aren't from around these parts then, I take it?
Well, I heard there might be work for an old mercenary like me, so I came right away to see if anyone was hiring. I think it was Hanzo of the Salamander who was looking for...
You mustn't talk about such things here.
Oh? And why is that?
If they hear that you're one of Hanzo's old associates, then you're gonna be killed.
Oh, well
Not
that's
bad.
disturbing news.
The new leader of this city, Lord Payne, is a very strict and unforgiving ruler. He shows no mercy to anybody, or at least that's what my husband tells me. Lord Payne uses his jutsu to make it rain all over this village. And then the rain actually tells him what everybody in this entire place is doing.
Really? That sounds like a very scary jutsu.
I know. So it's better to watch what we talk about.
Hey, Tezuna!
It is the first boy. The first boy had water
Excuse me a
jutsu,
minute.
right?
So I'm already under this Payne's watch then.
I'm coming home now with a present. Yeah, right. It's probably something from that lame gift shop by Shibuki Bridge.
What a sad piece of writing.
Conan, when I stop the rain, ferret out the intruder with your jutsu.
Leave it to me.
Are you ready?
On it.
It is her.
Man, it's really coming down.
I have an idea. Want to go get a drink while we wait for the rain to stop?
I wish, but there aren't any bars we could duck into at ground level like this one. We'd have to go up to one of the higher levels.
Well, then let's head up there and get some cover already.
Well, look here, we're in luck.
Come on in, gentlemen.
Hey, just two.
We'll have 2 sakes and some snacks, okay?
And some snacks.
Wait, but if it keeps on raining like this...
Hey, you watch what you say. Lord Payne gives so much of himself for all of us in this city, and you know it. So stop your whining.
Yeah, okay, guess you're right.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Hey,
Where's our order? You didn't bring out anything.
No. You two guys have an absolute enormous stroke of luck tonight. Because this evening, the both of you get to enjoy our grand opening special.
We do? Seriously?
so what is it? Tell us!
It's a little thing I like to call the Club Frog Torture Special.
Hey, who the hell are you?
I'm the one asking the questions here. And I have quite a lot of them to ask.
Now, run!
Run. Ew.
What?
Just give it up, you two.
Oh, it's a frog. It's a toad. Toad.
I realize that screaming.
It's gonna stop the rain.
Conan, do it.
Right.
Unan. Origami. Or those papers.
Now then, Judging by the way you were twirling your kunai, I'm guessing that you two are just underling shinobi, am I right? And does that rogue ninja symbol signify that you're loyal to Pain?
Damn it! What the hell is this place?
You're inside the stomach of a toad. No matter what you may try, you'll never be found here. No one will ever come to your aid.
But who are you?
I already told you that I'm the one who's asking the questions here. Remember?
What are you gonna do with that feather, huh?
Tickle
You
you,
tickle?
of course. If you don't want to die from laughing, then I suggest you answer my questions. Now tell me all about your leader, Pain. Start talking. Tell me everything you know about this man, Pain.
Don't give in!
I won't talk. I won't betray him.
You're pretty stubborn, aren't you? Well, I still have one other trick.
What are you gonna do?
If the both of you refuse to talk, then I'll use my jutsu and flog you into frogs.
What?
Flog and frog. Do you get it?
You did not just do that.
Just what do you want from us anyway?
For you to talk.
Listen, we may only be underlings, but we would never betray our comrades. No matter what you do to us, you better not take us lightly.
Gonna
Well,
talk about his wife?
Then I guess I have no choice. Ninja art, toad transformation!
No, don't!
You bastard, that's not fair!
All right then, I guess you're next. Come here, little toad.
Lord Pain lives in the tallest tower on the west end of the village. That's what people say.
Now, what was that you said? It was something about not turning on your comrades, right? Well, no matter. But what did you mean by, that's what people say?
Actually, nobody really knows very much about Lord Pain. He's a mystery.
What do you mean by that?
They say that he's of Fuma clan lineage, but no one's ever seen him up close. And some people even go so far as to claim that he doesn't really exist.
I just walked through town a little while ago, and every single person that I talked to just sang his praises. So don't lie to me.
In this village, Lord Pain is considered a god. It's not a question of if he exists. He's always out there watching over every one of us. He has a representative do things like ceremonial rites, speeches, and the issuing of orders. That's all done through Lady Angel.
Her again.
Lady Angel.
He's your leader, isn't he? So why must he hide himself from the people he rules over?
For times just like this.
Well, that makes sense.
You're not one of the holdovers from the old Hidden Rain, are you? Just who the hell are you?
Never mind about me now. But what's all this stuff about the holdovers from the old Hidden Rain village?
Yeah, what happened?
You really don't know anything at all, do you? Outsider, huh? Until recently, those remnants of the old days would try to infiltrate our land. But that isn't a concern anymore. Only very few, very lucky foreigners like you ever managed to slip in from the outside.
It isn't a concern. What do you mean by that? I had heard this land was going through a civil war.
I'm not surprised. This land's closed to the outside. But I'll tell you the truth. The civil war here ended a long time ago, and we were triumphant. That's why Lord Pain is so legendary. He conquered the Hidden Rain all by himself.
I can't believe it. No matter how powerful this Pain might be, the leader of the Hidden Rain was Hanzo of the Salamander. Everyone in the shinobi world knows about him.
Yeah, that's right. And not only was Hanzo extremely powerful, he was also cautious. He made it very hard for anyone to come near him. He surrounded himself with
Pain
bodyguards
figured it
24
out?
hours a day, and required full body searches of everyone who approached him, even children.
So how was Pain able to defeat Hanzo? Just what ability does he possess?
I already told you. We don't really know anything about him.
I'm surprised that you could drive me into a corner like that. You're young, but you are capable. I predict that the Hidden Leaf will emerge victorious from this battle. Therefore, I'll let the three of you live.
Keep your sympathy!
We can still fight you!
No, Jiraiya, stop!
You three are very strong. You survived even this battleground. In return, I will give you time. Become stronger, and then return to fight me again, in exchange for your lives. Tell me your names.
Jiraiya!
Tsunade.
Orochimaru.
Your names have been etched into my memory. Jiraiya, Tsunade, Orochimaru. And so I, Hanzo, hereby christen you three the Hidden Leaf's Sannin.
Sannin.
I just can't believe it. There's no way he could have defeated Hanzo by himself.
Of course he could. He's a god. He wields formidable jutsu. Even so, that isn't the real reason to fear Lord Pain. What's truly frightening about him is his merciless heart of unbending steel. He has systematically eliminated all who question or threaten his vision. He didn't stop at just destroying Hanzo. Hanzo's
Took
parents,
everyone out.
his wife and child, his relatives and friends, even their infants. He killed all of them, and he burned their homes to the ground. And then he killed emissaries of villages allied with Hanzo. He erased them all. It was retribution. Is that not godlike?
A god, huh?
That's right.
All right. Then what exactly is your god trying to accomplish here? Even a couple of lowly underlings like you must know that much.
His are the works of a god. We couldn't know what he has in his mind.
I see. Then enough about your god. At the very least, you must know some information about the Akatsuki.
Never heard of it.
Your arms and legs have been bound, so it's impossible for you to move. But that's not all that this trap does. Your pulse is also being measured. And if you lie, I'll know instantly.
No.
Now go on, tell me everything you know. Otherwise, you're both gonna spend the rest of your miserable lives eating flies.
So Pain is really good.
Now then, time to hunt the intruder.
Did he just transfer himself to another body? So is he Naruto? Oh, okay, so Pain took out Hanzo by himself and basically wiped out the side that was for Hanzo. We haven't seen the Rinnegan actually be used, but it looks like he has other bodies there and he just transferred himself to another body, I guess. This is 100% not good for Jiraiya. And he already knows that Jiraiya is there. I'm just curious, like, who is it? Is it Nagato? Is it the other guy? It's clearly the girl's still the same. I already forget her name. Starts with K. Krana. You know who I'm talking about. This is really teeing them up to do something nasty, and I'm not for it.
You want to end up like this too? Talk, or you'll end up living on dragonflies and beetles for the rest of your miserable life.
Fine, turn me into a frog then. I'm not gonna say anything else to you. I may be low ranking, but I still have my pride. I'm a ninja. I have nothing to say to an outsider who has no idea what goes on in our nation.
Still a ninja no matter how lowly. Well, interrogation was never my forte anyway. Okay, talk time is over. But you're still going to stay put. I'll just go ahead and ask this god of yours in person then.
What's the big idea? I mean, what are you thinking summoning me here right now, Jiraiya? Is this about Naruto's ki?
No, it's not about training this time. I have my reasons, but I'm thinking of removing you from me for a bit.
Thinking of removing me? What in the world is going on?
I'm just about to go into battle with a very tough opponent.
Uh-huh. This guy must really be something if you have to release me to go fight him.
Don't worry, it's just a precaution. Anyway, I want to press the storage release seal now, so...
Very well then. So how long do you think it'll take? When will you be coming back?
I really doubt that it'll take all that long. But if something should happen to me, you just go and store yourself inside of Naruto.
What? You lost your mind? You're well aware that the key that corresponds to Naruto's 8-sign seal is transcribed on my belly. Each and every year, the 4th Hokage seal grows weaker. We keep the key in order to retighten the seal if we should ever find the need. To place a key right next to the lock it opens is unheard of.
Yes, and yet, don't forget that it was entrusted to us by Minato. It was always meant to be returned to Naruto one day.
But it's too soon. Once already you sweet-talked me into loosening the tetragram seal, and you know just as well as I do what happened that time. You haven't forgotten, have you?
Is that how he almost died?
But I believe that Minato entrusting me with this jutsu formula indicates that his will was for Naruto to complete that jutsu for himself one day.
That jutsu? Are you serious?
Yes.
You really think that Naruto requires such a jutsu? He would never be able to control the Nine-Tails chakra. And besides, when that lock was loosened, Naruto's own chakra was pushed aside by the Nine-Tails chakra, which leaked out in large amounts and took over Naruto. If the seal is undone any further, and the Nine-Tails completely overtakes Naruto, that would really go against the 4th Hokage's will.
But Minato only used the seal on the Nine-Tails Yin chakra. He split the Nine-Tails power into Yin and Yang and sealed the Yang power inside of Naruto. He left the Nine-Tails chakra to Naruto on purpose.
Perhaps, but still.
Why did Minato do that? Why did he go so far as to seal that chakra inside his son?
Who can tell? Perhaps it was necessitated by the sealing. Or it could be that as a father, he simply wanted to pass on that power to his son.
Doubt
I
it.
was Minato's teacher, so I knew him very well. And he never did anything at all without a very good reason. Minato must have known something important. And as a result, he entrusted the Nine-Tails power to Naruto because of the knowledge he had.
I think you're reading too much into it.
Do you really believe that's true? The last time the Nine-Tailed Fox Spirit attacked the Hidden Leaf Village, it was said to have been a natural disaster. But lately, I've begun to suspect something else happened. That its appearance was not a natural phenomenon. I think there's more to it. I believe it may very well have been manually summoned.
Fool! The Nine-Tails has always been a natural disaster that appears when humanity becomes steeped in evil. Besides, there's no one that's powerful enough. No one can summon the likes of the Nine-Tails.
Yes, well, that's just the thing. There was one.
What?
One of the Uchiha clan founders, Madara Uchiha.
Ribbit, ribbit!
Madara?
Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit! You fool! Madara lived back in the early days of the Hidden Leaf. No way he was still alive 15, 16 years ago.
Yes, that's true. And I also know, as everybody does, that the first Hokage defeated Madara Uchiha in the battle at the Final Valley.
Exactly.
The
Your
two
theory is
statues?
pointless.
Perhaps. But I just have this feeling that I can't shake, and it fills me with unease.
Madara Uchiha summoned the Nine-Tails somehow?
Return to the Hidden Leaf Village. When you get there, go straight to see Ibiki. He already knows you'll be coming. I'm counting on you now. Well then, I certainly hope this plan works. Here we go.
Oh no. Do they know it's Jiraiya though? Probably not.
Well,
It's Jiraiya.
I see. Jiraiya Sensei, huh? How nostalgic.
What'll you do, Pain?
Jiraiya isn't on our side of things, isn't that correct?
Probably.
Then we must kill him. It's far too late for regrets. I came forth in this body to kill the intruder, and I'll do just that. Now take me to him.
All right then. Pain.
Whose body's
I'll
that?
go on ahead now and handle him by myself until you arrive.
Try to kill him, if you can.
Fire style! Flame bomb!
Is he gonna recognize her? It's pretty neat.
Toad subjugation. Art of the manipulated shadow, huh?
I dangled a lure in hopes of drawing out this Pain fellow, but I never imagined that I'd catch you. You've honed your jutsu magnificently, but even more, you've become quite a catch, Conan.
He does recognize her.
It was my understanding that all of you had died, but I never would have guessed that you'd turned into sheets of paper.
It's really you. You're the messenger, Lady Angel.
First a god, now an angel. Which means that you're the messenger for this so-called god. Is that right, Conan?
This man is an intruder. You should kill him now.
Leave now and stay away.
Yes, ma'am.
So who is this Pain?
It's really none of your business, Sensei.
And doing that helps you feel like an angel? Does putting on an act like that really have any benefits?
I've received my orders from God. I will kill you.
Code oil bomb!
You.
You're soaked in oil, so you can't peel apart. You had such a love of origami, and you were the kindest and gentlest of the three of you children that I trained. What happened to the others? Nagato and Yahiko. I heard you all died, but I guess that was a rumor. Oh, I see. So tell me, which of the other two ended up becoming this Pain, then?
Just what do you want appearing before us after all these years?
That wasn't my intention. If you all hadn't been part of the Akatsuki, I heard that all of you had died. I never imagined that it would come to something like this.
Yeah.
Way back then, you should have done what Orochimaru suggested. Isn't that what you're thinking now?
These kids, shall I kill them? We've seen so many war orphans. It's always so pitiful. They'd be better off if we simply put them out of their misery right now.
Back then, you saved the three of us from that fate instead. But it's too late now. We've wholeheartedly embraced his ideology, and we have now made our move.
I have no regrets about letting the three of you live, no matter how this may end. I'm just very sad. The reason I taught you ninjutsu was to enable all of you to survive those harsh times. You were all undoubtedly my students, and I know the world is a cruel place, but to attack me without even so much as a greeting, well, that's just too sad. For a few years after our time together, I heard your names mentioned here and there. You made a reputation for yourselves, fighting for hire in a few conflicts. But then...
You know nothing about what happened to us afterwards, Sensei.
You didn't come check on her?
No, that's quite apparent. But why all this stuff with the Akatsuki? What the Akatsuki is doing now is simply wrong.
This is what I've thought through on my own, and that is that. Jiraiya Sensei.
Oh.
Well, your appearance has changed quite a bit. But those eyes, that shape, that ripple pattern, I can't believe it. That eye, the Rinnegan. So I guess you're the one who became Pain. Nagato. It appears you've strayed from the path of goodness. What happened to you?
You don't need to know. After all, you are an outsider.
You really have changed, Nagato.
Summoning Jutsu.
What does he summon? Oh.
Foam. Leave it to my students to know my weakness. He intends to nullify and wash away the oil.
Conan, stay back.
Art of the Raging Lion's Mane!
Ooh. Rip.
Nagato, it's time for me to ask you a few questions. What happened to Yahiko?
Ah, yes. There was such a fellow once, wasn't there? But
He
died
died.
a long time ago.
Nagato, what happened?
All I want to do is protect those two. No matter what kind of pain I may be forced to endure.
I understand. What happened to you? The old you would never.
Nothing happened. Nothing except for the war. Too many people died in this land. All that pain forced me to grow up.
What does that mean?
That even innocent, foolish children will grow up in the face of pain, until their thoughts and beliefs are the same as adults.
But abandoning one's love for his friends and fellow man, is that really what it means to become an adult?
Oh, Sensei, you are still merely a man. However, I, mired in endless pain, have matured and become much more than a man.
What are you saying?
Yes, I've grown from a man to a god. And since I'm a god, all my words and thoughts have become absolute. Poor Sensei, you're still only human. It's not your fault if you don't understand what I'm saying.
Have you really become that twisted?
Things that I couldn't see when I was human are clear to me now that I'm a god. And being a god, I realize that there are things I can do which mortal men cannot even dream of. Or to put it more simply, I have evolved beyond man.
Just what exactly are you planning to do?
At last, I'm going to put an end to this senseless, war-riddled world. This will be my sacred deed.
If that's your goal, then why are you gathering up all the tailed beasts?
Well, you're about to die anyway. So I don't need to keep this secret from you any longer. I will use the sealed-tailed beasts to develop new forbidden jutsu. Jutsu of such magnitude that just one could destroy an entire nation. They will be the most powerful, the ultimate forbidden jutsu weapons.
But how could creating such jutsu possibly bring about an end to war? Weapons such as those will simply increase conflicts between nations.
The world is already rife with conflict. So what's the quickest way to get nations to stop fighting each other, Jiraiya-sensei?
That's
Destroy
what I'm
them.
asking you. So answer me!
To each one of the warring nations, I will hand out a forbidden jutsu weapon. For once they have them, once they possess such a power, then they're bound to use it.
Wait, what are you saying?
Just think. Tens of millions of people will die instantly, and all mankind will quake in terror. All of humanity, all the nations will learn what pain truly is. Fear would breed a strong aversion to war. Conflicts would cease. It can be said that this world is still in the process of maturing, that it's still on a path to stability. Pain will make the world grow up, just like it forced us to grow up. In order for the world to develop to the point where it can think and walk on its own, it needs the help of a god's hand. This world is still but a child, you see.
You want to teach the world pain in order to make it grow up, is that it? Do you really believe that this is your mission?
I do. I believe in this fully because I am a pacifist god.
Well, I see you've developed a sense of humor, Nagato.
Oh, I'm not joking. Far from it. My vision is too important. I'm over here, Sensei.
So that's your summoning then, is it?
To me, you're like a single-celled organism that hasn't evolved at all.
Summoning Jutsu! Imagine a kid treating me like a kid. Well, I have news for you, kid. I'm not really human anymore either. These tears of blood, overflowing with rage. I went from Sanin to Sage, the hermit sage of Mount Miyoboku! I am Master Jiraiya!
No!
You haven't matured at all, Sensei. You're just as clumsy as ever.
Come on, watch it, Mr. Gamaken! Don't jostle me during such a crucial juncture!
I'm
Whoa.
sorry. I'm quite ungraceful.
Sorry, I'm quite ungraceful. Yo, that speech from Pain? Oh my goodness. This Renegon, this... Oh... There's too much talk about Pain saying, like, I'm gonna end you. Please don't die, Jiraiya. Somehow get away. I don't even know what to say right now. Pain's a bit terrifying. But even still, after all that, then you still have Madara, who I would assume is more powerful than Pain. I don't know, because he has the power to summon beat the Ninetales. At least that's what Jiraiya thinks. I just keep like envisioning all the comments like, you will know pain, you will know pain. All that stuff, like, it's messing with my head. Y'all mess with my head. You know who you are. What a villain. I mean, we haven't even really seen him fight yet, but what a villain. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already, and we'll see you for the next upload. Peace out.